The following program contains dangerous stunts that should not be reenacted and mature material. Viewer discretion is advised.
Now on Whacked Out Sports, meet a guy they call Hotfoot. This is one way to exchange numbers when you're an offender bender. Plus, a different kind of Brokeback Mountain. Parallel parking the hard way. How old can you go? And they call it Striptease aerobics? Don't disappear. Whacked Out Sports is right now. Welcome to Whacked Out Sports, where we've schlepped our cameras to Portugal for that event of events, the Iberian Classic Sports Car Rally. Thinking of staging a world-class rally in your hometown? It's easy. All you need is a treacherous mountain road, a fleet of pimped-out European sports sedans, a team of inept drivers, and you're ready to rock and roll. There's the rock, and there's the roll. And you also need a bunch of spectators to stand too close to the road. It's better if they have no living relatives. Now, who do you save first? The driver or the guy under the car who just got a tire tread facial? Looks like they're going with the innocent bystander. Good thinking. That gives the driver more time to look for his nose. Yep, international rally car racing, bringing people together. One tire screeching, metal twisting, bone crunching trauma at a time. Hola, amigos. Welcome to Panama's famous Hippodromo Presidente Ramon racetrack. Now keep an eye on this jockey here. That's Henry Zapata on board Percival. But he's not on board Percival for long. When he's cut off by another horse, it's hang on and soil your silks time. This would be really tragic if it didn't look so incredibly hilarious. But that Henry is one proud caballero. He started the race with Percy, and that's how he's going to finish it. Besides, he has an allergy. When he's trampled by hooves, he breaks out in broken bones. But happy ending, Henry's going to be muy okay. Although they're going to wire his jaw shut, and for the next 6 weeks he'll have to enjoy his churros through a blender. If you're a Whacked Out Sports fan, you know that when we show cars racing around a track, it won't be long before one of these drivers loses control and sends his ride into a fiery death spiral. As wacky as that sounds, it's kind of been there, crashed that. But you ask, can there be fun without twisted metal and a face full of windshield? How's this for giggles? Yep, his foot is on fire, and oh, that's got a tingle. Ouch, 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 each, hot, 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 hot. That old racetrack custom of dipping your feet in gas for good luck doesn't seem like such a good idea now, does it, Sparky? Good thing the safety crew is on the job. Don't forget to put out his face. Smell that garlic? We must be in beautiful Messina. The corn on the toe of the foot in the boots I like to call Italy. If you're an aquatic motor sports fan, you know the Zuppo di Giorno 500 is the premier Formula One speedboat event in the world. And if you're a Whacked Out Sports fan, you know that this driver, pretty boy Fabio Broca, is about to enter a world of pain. Chef Boyardee, I hope he remembered his floaties. Don't these guys ever learn? Boats don't want to go 125 miles per hour. They get cranky and break apart, sending shards of fiberglass into parts of your body that are hard to get to with a tweezer. Luckily, disaster is averted when Messina's crack rescue team takes a moment out of their busy pizza delivery schedule to pull Fabio out of the water and hook him up to a Chianti IV. Well, the boat may be a goner, but good news. Fabio's hair has never looked more fabulous. Let's zoom on over to the Barstow International Air Show, where ace pilot Wayne Handley is ringing out the Oracle Raven and putting her through her paces. The crowd is pumped and ready for an afternoon of thrills and excitement. Oh, here's something we haven't seen before, a guy doing tricks in a plane. Yeah, they fly fast, they do stunts. There's the hammerhead. Yeah, barrel roll, nice. Come on, Wayne, you're putting on a show. Where's the zip? Where's the zets? These are people who had so little going on in their lives that they're actually at an air show. You gotta give them your A material. Show them something new, something exciting, something whacked out. Better, but there's still something missing. What could that be? Now you're talking, Wayne. That's a show. But cool it on the yelling. You're bumming the crowd. Stay with us, won't you? To see what goes down when snowballs attack. We've got mountain bikers at breakneck speeds. Literally. This guy's just dropping in to say, help! And striptease aerobics. Plus, how old can you go? Whacked Out Sports is soaring right back. Welcome back to Whacked Out Sports, where not even the signs are safe. People love to complain how the media never reports any good news. For those people, here's a clip of a woman almost, but not quite getting flattened cartoon style by a giant snowball. Happy now? She made it down the hill in one piece. And the evil snowball was never heard from again. Mountain biking can be pretty dangerous if you don't have the skills. But watch these clips and see if you can identify who is the most clueless. Is it Bill? Yeah, Bill. Who's seeing little Tweety birds above his head right now? Or this guy, who threw his bike into the crowd instead of riding it? Or is it that group of numbskull spectators who just keep standing in the same spot every biker is wrecking, waiting to get pounded? Bing! Time's up. The answer is, who cares as long as someone's wrecking? Here's reason number 17 why bullfighters should not participate in Take Your Daughters to Work Day. While Papa hits El Baño, Magdalena Jimenez decides to give the cape a twirl and, uh-oh. Bulls can smell fear. It's making him crazy. Or maybe she's just wearing too much oil of Olay. But Magdalena had the last laugh. The bull made a tasty filling for the beef tacos she had later that night. Bought a surfboard and a wetsuit, then remembered you don't live near an ocean? Way to go, genius. But don't worry, because if you got a raging river and a raging Jones for shooting the curl, just do what Kevin Miller does. Go river surfing. How cool is that? He's actually surfing on the river. What could be better? You're out in the wilderness, fresh air's filling your lungs, and the waves just keep coming and coming. Best of all, there's absolutely no danger of being attacked by a shark. Did I mention how nice the river looks? Meet Tommy Pearson, American Daredevil and American Patriot. He's fighting for freedom the only way he knows how, with a car, a river, and a nifty pair of star-spangled jammies. We're here at the U.S.-Mexico border where Tommy's about to fulfill his dream with something he likes to call the International Freedom Jump. Tell us why you're doing it, T-Man.
Show the people that we can come together to stop this terrorism bullcrap that's going on and kick some ass.
Right on! And what better way to make those terrorists shake in their burqas than flying a car 254 feet across the Rio Grande from Mexico to El Paso? I'm getting freedom goosebumps just thinking about it. Now, today isn't the first time Tommy's tried this jump. He's got at least a dozen attempts under his soggy belt. Okay, so Tommy sucks at this. With friends and family urging him on, and plenty of emergency vehicles standing by, he's ready to make his run for the border. And there he goes, America's best hope for peace and freedom. Oh boy, are we in trouble. Even though he failed, the crowd still loves him. Why? Because as long as there's a river and a car to crash into it, Tommy Pearson, American Daredevil, will be an inspiration to us all. When we come back, talk about road rash. Parallel parking Colorado style. A bout of track terror. And grab your singles, it's Striptease aerobics. Yep, it's true. Whacked Out Sports is moving and grooving right back.
Closed captioning provided by. The following program contains dangerous stunts that should not be reenacted and mature material. Viewer discretion is advised.
Since China has the most bikes per capita in the world, Whacked Out Sports thought what better way to bridge the gap between our two great nations than with a little BMX diplomacy. Nice try, Chum Lee. Let Sparky here from the good old USA show you how it's done. No worries, Sparky. Like Confucius says, you dim sum, you lose some. And sure enough, an hour later, he's hungry to rupture his wontons again. And now, parallel parking, Colorado style. That's good. Cut it to the left. A little bit more. A little bit more. I'm serious, you have plenty of room. Just ease it on back. Perfect. Welcome to Fountain Valley, California for the Gordon Bennett Cup Race, one of the most prestigious events in ballooning. It's a celebration of the bliss of hot air ballooning, wafting effortlessly upon a gentle breeze, spitting loogies on your friends below. Hey, it looks like one of the balloons is taking off right now. Or maybe not taking off. That's more like dragging off. Man, that is one sucky balloonist. Heads up, people. Heads up! Okay, we're experiencing a bit of turbulence, but look, the balloon is finally up. Without anyone driving. Holy crap, that balloon is empty. What happened to the pilot? Oh, look who forgot to wear their seatbelt. It's a tough lesson to learn. But if you have to lose your $30,000 balloon in order to learn to wear your seatbelt, I think it's worth it, don't you?
Oh my God.
Bye-bye, expensive balloon. Bye-bye. We've all been in the odd fender bender or 14-car pileup at least once in our lives. Next time it happens, be like this guy. Politely exchange information with all the other drivers involved. Relax, buddy, you'll get your turn. No pen? No problem. Simply tap your insurance agent's name into his face with your fists using Morse code. Soon everyone joins in because grievous bodily courtesy is contagious. This is Marco Gonzalez. His friends call him Gonzo. Gonzo discovered his gift for weaving through traffic at high speeds thanks to a broken alarm clock. Back in 8th grade, he woke up late for a big test one morning and missed his bus. He hopped on his bike and started cranking, and made it to school before the bus. Now he travels the world over demonstrating his skill at speeds up to 60 kilometers per hour.
What are we up to? 60 kilometers.
That works out to, 60 divided by 2, carry to 7. Pretty damn fast. One thing's for sure, since that fateful morning, Marco never missed another bus. Ever wonder what strippers do to stay in shape besides running away from their parole officers? Well, guys, get comfy. Set your barca loungers in the drool position, and let's see how ladies of the pole persuasion keep so fit and pole-worthy. As every denizen of fine gentlemen's clubs knows, strippers have to be in tip-top shape, and there's no better way to achieve that than with Striptease aerobics. Stretching's essential. These G-string divas don't want to pull something that degenerate guys will be throwing 20s at later. Bet you didn't realize the sacrifices these dedicated young women make for their careers. The hundreds of push-ups, the countless hip twirls, and whatever it is they call these. Wait a minute, this is a show about car crashes and people slamming into cliffs and elephants playing polo. There's nothing like that here. Where's the self-induced comas, the shots to the groin? This is just 7 sweaty gals shaking their groove things to stay in shape. No real man wants to see that. Am I the only one who's serious about this show? We have standards to maintain. No one in our audience needs to sit through this. Or this. Well, maybe this. But definitely not this. So girls, get fit on your own time. We got us some whacked out heads to crack. When we come back, how old can you go? Start your pacemakers. Whacked Out Sports is coming right back. You're watching Whacked Out Sports, where nut jobs amped up on testosterone and transmission fluid jockey for position on the wacky road to whiplash. If car crashing is your passion, if you think the sound of mangled metal and breaking glass would make a good mixtape, you're as sick as we are. It's Whacked Out Sports, the most insane sports blooper show ever. Welcome back to Whacked Out Sports, where so far we've seen fenders getting cracked, craniums getting smacked, and this guy getting shellacked. But nothing can prepare you for a little segment we call
How old can you go?
Hey, want to get your heart a-thumping? Need a morning pick-me-up and that venti latte just ain't getting it done? Here's a way to kickstart your engine. Throw yourself off a 400-foot bridge protected only by a rubber band. Yep, bungee jumping is a sport for the whole family. Mom, Dad, Junior, and even that wrinkled guy who smells like old shoes who you affectionately call Gramps. Meet geriatric daredevil Jean-Pierre Gaston. Today is his 85th birthday, and his family wants to make it a day to remember. What do you get a guy who's got everything? How about a heart attack? Come on, they're not really throwing that geezer off a bridge. This guy could break a hip brushing his teeth. But actually, this was Jean-Pierre's idea. He wanted to prove to people that being old doesn't necessarily mean you can't be suicidal. All right, the old boy's hooked up. He's had a swell bowel movement this morning, so he's feeling fly. He's standing on the edge of destiny, ready to take the plunge. Wait, he didn't sign his will. What's the point of pushing Gramps off a bridge if you can't cash in? After taking a time out to find a notary and glue down his comb-over, this codger's ready to rock and roll. With the help of his great-great-grandkids, Jean-Pierre once again limps into position. With his greedy family looking on, it's go time. He did it! He lived! Way to go, Pops. Happy birthday. Now all that's left is to get a team of divers to search the pond for his dentures. Well, there you have it. Your own personal highlight reel of the most death-defying pile-ups, insane crack-ups, and ill-advised smack-ups that could fit neatly into a show we like to call Whacked Out Sports. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to change your underwear. Goodbye.
Produced and distributed by Mighty Oak Entertainment.